All right, we're back on the Eddie and everything show again. I can't even say my own fucking name on my show right,
Hi,
but
Eddie.
but I don't know what the hell we're doing. I hear my coach, I can't even talk now. My co-host John,
Hi.
and there's been a plethora of stuff that's happened this week
Oh, yeah.
that we could definitely talk about.
Oh,
One of them, former President Mr. Jimmy Carter dying.
oh, man, I
That's too bad. He
know.
did he did a lot of stuff for people,
Oh, yeah.
after his presidency. He
Oh,
really
well,
did.
even before, during, and after. Like, let's take the main thing, foundation or whatever
Building
that.
houses and stuff.
Yes,
Yeah,
Habitat for Humanity.
yeah.
Him and Rosalind were doing that before the presidency.
And he went out there and worked on the houses
Oh,
to help
yeah.
build them.
Hours and hours.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. So, who was I was talking to somebody today that was at church, and I had told him, like, somehow, it had come up with Carter or whatever, and I said, look, the way I look at Carter is he wasn't the best president,
He sucked as a president. He really did.
but, but,
But there is
he
a big but.
was a great humanitarian
He's
and,
a great human being.
yes, a
Absolutely.
human being, period.
Yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely. I mean, he put his works where his mouth was, but even his mouth wasn't saying it. It was just people watching what he did. And I put him and Billy Graham, I kind of put them in the same thing as far as, like, okay, the
Well,
Catholic Church isn't going to make them saints, but if there was such a thing as saints for the Protestants, these two would be it.
I don't know what Billy Graham actually did to go out there physically, hands on the ground or boots on the ground,
All right,
like Jimmy Carter did.
all right. So uh, he did, by the way. I mean, you could even just
Okay,
consider.
I just don't
No,
know.
no, no. I'm going to tell you. Like, you could just consider his crusades alone through the 40s, 50s, 60s, all the way through. A lot of them were televised. Even when you and I were
Yeah, I
kids,
remember.
they get on prime time.
Yeah,
But the reason why, and this is more a personal thing, right? I mean, it's both of them on their own, stand alone, without my uh, opinion about them. But the reason why I mention Billy Graham, I have a few reasons, but one of them is now when we're hearing about, like, capitalism and stuff, and, like, remember that guy got killed last week in New York? What was it wasn't Sigma.
oh, no,
He was the CEO of one of the health, I think it was UBA or
a health.
United Healthcare.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So, um, when that happened and when they said how much that guy made, and he doesn't make as much as the CEOs of, like, Blue Cross Blue Shield, of Cigna. Like, I've seen, like, a whole list of what they earn,
Yeah.
and, like, the next one to him, I think he earned, like, but, and I say the term earn loosely, okay? He received 23 million in salary, the last year.
Yeah.
And I think the nearest one to him, he was, like, on the lower tier.
But
Like, somebody else close to him was like
but
43 million, and the other one was like 56 million.
I
And
don't.
it's like,
What does that have to do with what we were talking about here?
oh, uh, Billy Graham. The reason why, for me, I think of him as kind of like a hero, almost like Jimmy Carter, as far as what they did, like what they could have done, but what they did. Billy Graham, his Evangelical Association, right? It's BG.
Yeah.
EA,
Well,
right?
they did
Huge.
a ton for charity and stuff like that, obviously.
So not only that, here's two things that Billy Graham did in his life that I so really respect him for. One, he never earned 70 times what the lowest employee in his organization earned. Okay? So, do you understand that?
No, I understand it,
Yeah.
but for the time, I'm sure he's still earned a pretty substantial wage.
Yes, he did. And guess what? He earned it. But
No, he did.
he wasn't receiving 20,121 times the average hour salary than his workers. You know what I'm saying? Like a
Well,
lot of these places, no, Citibank, uh, all the banks, all the Fortune 500
and
companies.
I'll tell you what the difference with that is right now. And I'm agreeing with your argument
Okay, and then I got another
because
reason, but go ahead. Yeah.
people like Billy Graham and Jimmy Carter were earning. They were earning their. They were fucking doing work. They
Oh
were
yeah.
going out. These fucking idiots that are sitting there pushing pencils and stuff like that,
Yeah,
earning
yeah, yeah.
$23 million a year. I think you said that's
Oh
what he was
yeah.
earning or something like that.
Oh yeah, and that was at the lower
No
end.
reason for him to get shot at all.
But
No, well, there's no
makes the
flat
point.
in
No,
there.
it makes the point though. I mean, I
But
think the kid who shot him, he's still alive, still going through the process and everything. I think he kind of, I
yeah,
mean,
he's a fucking major celebrity now.
yeah, and I mean, I'm not saying I agree with any of that, but I will say that it created an interesting narrative when it seemed like on social media the next like 2 days, 48 hours afterwards, it seemed like there was more than like 80% of the comments were like, well, okay, it's about time, or oh, we knew it was going to happen. And
Oh,
it
it was a
seemed
positive
so,
reaction.
yes. And so I don't necessarily agree with that either, but I'm not surprised. I mean, what was that?
No, I'm not surprised either.
Yeah,
Actually, in the reason, I might differ from
yeah,
you.
of course. That makes good
I
banter.
think that because so many people today
Uh-huh.
feel entitled
Okay. To
that they should be making $23 million a year.
okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Like they look
And
at the
I have
industry as a
no idea.
whole.
I have nothing. I don't
Yeah,
know
you
a
have no.
single thing about that guy that
Right.
was the head of
Yeah, yeah.
that place or
Entity or
whatever.
whatever.
I have
Yeah.
no idea what he did. I have
Hmm.
no idea where he came from.
Hmm.
But people don't understand that if you're going to make that kind of money,
Uh-huh.
there's two ways. Either you're born into it
Yeah.
or you have to work for it.
Uh-huh.
And people that make that kind of money,
Yeah.
that work for it,
Uh-huh.
work fucking tirelessly
Sure, sure.
until they get to that point.
Uh-huh.
And there's people that don't even want to work a 40-hour week.
Sure.
They're like, well, why can't I make 40 or 23 million a year? Because you're fucking lazy. That's why.
Oh,
And
wow.
it doesn't mean you go shoot somebody. It doesn't fucking mean anything like that.
Okay.
I
Huh.
mean, you may have a different opinion. Go ahead.
I do. But it's kind of along the same lines. The second reason why and there's other reasons, but the second reason I was going to mention on air that I respect Billy Graham is that it's a well-known fact that once he got married, and then once he remember he had to travel a lot,
Yeah.
because of the campaigns,
Yeah, he
the
went all over the world.
yeah. So what he made sure he never did was be alone in an elevator with a woman. And I know that sounds like okay, he was in cities and you know like everywhere,
No,
right?
uh,
But he,
nowadays that makes perfect sense.
guess what? For a symbolic stand, it made sense 40 years ago, 50, 60 years ago as well, because he did that as like, okay, you know what? I'm married, this, that, and the other, and I'm not going to be in a enclosed environment, with who could be a harlot. I don't know, you
And
know?
he didn't want to give other people ammunition to talk about something.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if he was doing it for appearances or if it was actually like he was thinking about what God would think and what Anne, his wife, Ruth Ann, excuse me, Anne is his daughter, Ruth Ann is his wife, what his wife would have thought, but he took uh, the variable out of the equation. And I think that's friggin' awesome. I think he was really thinking ahead. I don't think he was just worried about you know, his political cash or whatever, you know. I think it was a God thing and a thing for her and not only how he would look to John Q. Public. Stacy's house not cooking. Okay, I know.
See, I kind of disagree with you
Thank you.
because I think he had the forethought
Uh-huh.
of thinking because he was in back in the day, back in the like early '80s and stuff like that. Billy
Yeah.
Graham was like huge, absolutely
He
huge.
was, yeah.
I think he had the forethought thinking that if I put myself in this position,
Hmm.
even back then,
Yeah.
the news or whatever could
Oh, spin it.
make some sort
Oh
of deal
yeah.
out of it and
Yeah, yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, and didn't want him himself in that position.
Okay, I mean that might have been part of it. I, I
And
just,
I'm
I
not
just
saying
don't think
it
back
could
in the day
it
that
could have
was
been
his.
a
Yeah.
absolutely I mean it probably was an honorable thing too. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
but you know who else did that kind of thing?
Who?
Mike Huckabee.
Who the hell is? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, wait a minute. I heard his name during COVID. Right? Is he like?
Well, he
He's
ran for
from a
president
state.
once. He was the
Is he from Alabama or
Arkansas.
Arkansas? Yeah,
He
I
was
knew
the
it was an
governor
A
of
state.
Arkansas after Clinton.
Yeah.
Actually,
No,
his daughter. Hey, fuck off! I lived in Arkansas for a
no,
long
no. I'm doing Clinton. With the whole
time.
thing.
His daughter is now the governor of Arkansas. But
Who?
anyways,
Huckabee?
yeah,
She homely?
a little bit.
Okay. I do remember something vaguely.
She was the press secretary under George
Yes,
Bush.
black hair.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that poor. Oh God bless
not the
her.
most handsome woman in the
No,
world.
but she was very businesslike in
Very much,
giving
very much. Yeah,
the information.
yeah. But he did the same thing. He did the same thing.
What do you mean? Did the same thing?
He wouldn't like um
Oh, riding an elevator with the chick or whatever.
yes, if there
Yeah.
was any time that he would be alone with he would not be alone with a woman or something like
Right,
that.
right,
He would
right.
have somebody else
Oh, all right. Hey,
there at the
Mike.
same time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that makes sense. I'm thinking they may have done it for different reasons, but not necessarily.
Dude,
I, I think it's I think it's a good idea.
probably have, but the thing is, especially nowadays,
Yeah. Doesn't that
you
suck?
never know. You never know what kind of allegations are going to come your way, even if it didn't happen.
I know.
So you have to take precautions.
Doesn't that?
It sucks.
Yes. Thank you.
That is horrible. Like you have children, and let's say you have a daughter,
Uh-huh.
like a I don't know, teenage daughter.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
She wants to have a sleepover or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, the dad is going to stay way away from that
Yeah.
and let
Yeah.
the mom take it over
Sure.
because, there
Yeah.
could be
Yeah.
allegations, there could be
Oh,
this, there
yeah.
could be that.
It could be the brother of one of the mothers of the kid, and he's just fucking deadbeat. And oh yeah, hey, what do you think that guy's doing? And then boom,
Yeah,
it could
yeah.
spout
And,
off.
and nowadays, it's not innocent to proven
No,
guilty.
yeah, it's guilty
It's
till
you're guilty
a
till you prove
preponderance of the
yourself innocence.
evidence for innocence. Yeah. Wow.
And that is horrible.
It
That
is horrible.
especially when it comes to like when kids have their own party and such
Yeah.
little things
Yeah.
that's
It
ridiculous.
is ridiculous, but those rotten apples have screwed it up for the
And
rest of good
and
folk.
that's the way it is all the time.
Hmm.
A handful of fucking like all right, most people aren't murderers,
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
and most people aren't like car thieves. Most people aren't criminals. Most people are genuine good people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I get it.
But we live in New Hampshire, right? All right.
Right. Rural,
Which there was never no fucking crime in New Hampshire, and I really don't think there's a hell of a lot now.
No,
But
but compared to
but
when we were kids,
oh
oh
yeah,
my
it
gosh.
is.
Woo.
But people lock their doors and all that kind of shit. We never locked our fucking doors when they
Nah,
were
back in
busted.
the day, no. Mm-mm.
I, but I think it's mostly just because people think that something like that's going to happen because of what they're seeing and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Oh, like more of a media thing instead of what they're seeing out their front door or something?
Yeah,
Is that kind of what you mean?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So the media is creating a environment of fear even where it shouldn't be, essentially.
yeah.
Like
And people
it could be with you because it's down the road, 80
and,
miles,
and
but
people buy into it.
yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
And one of the reasons, like my daughter-in-law homeschools my
Uh-huh.
grandkids,
Oh, it's because of the school system?
that and afraid of school shootings and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
And she does listen sometimes, so I have to be careful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I don't think that there's going to be any kind of school shooting
Uh-huh.
in Effingham or
Uh-huh.
Ossipee or any kind. I
Yeah.
really don't.
Well, you know what? I mean, like I get that, but at the same time, what was it? Uh, was it? Oh, what were they called? Something Maine, and it's Southern Maine. Remember the place they had the mass school shooting in Maine. What was it? Not Bigelow. Well, I don't know, but there was
Biddeford?
maybe Biddeford. Yeah. But there
No, I
was
don't
a
think
big,
Biddeford.
yeah, in 2023. All right, let me see. Is that okay? I mean, we can still talk about other stuff and stuff, but
Oh yeah.
let me look it up. Uh, I'll
But
do,
right now we're just kind of spitballing and whatever
yeah.
happens here, dude.
All right, so let's see Maine school shooting,
And
and
if
we'll see
anybody
what
else
comes
wants
up.
to like come in and comment, then maybe nobody listening, but who knows?
School shooting. Oh, wow. You know what's so weird? Is you know how they come up with a few different things to look up?
Hmm.
They have Maine school shooting 2024. They have Maine school shooting 2023. Just the fact that there's one in each of those years is
Did
pretty disturbing. So let's do Maine school
Yeah, but did
shooting
you
history.
ever? I mean, I
What?
never heard of one.
Oh, I
Like,
did. All right, let's see.
But again, people in Maine are weird too. Anyways,
Um,
why can't I
that's,
do this?
oh, Lewiston. That's the one I was thinking of.
Lewiston. Okay,
Yeah.
I actually now that
At
you
least
mentioned that,
18 people were killed and more than a dozen injured. Yeah. It's like, seriously? A little town in friggin' Maine? What?
was isn't Lewiston?
Well, it's one of the bigger. I mean, it's
It's
not Portland, but
I don't I
yeah. It's not Lowell, Lawrence, Lynn.
either way, none of that stuff should be happening. I don't think it's
No,
just
of
fucking
course not.
idiots.
Yeah.
But okay, okay. Once we were talking about um before stuff happened this week with Jimmy Carter dying and all that kind of stuff, and you told me about the flags being
Oh,
flown at
half
half mast,
mast.
which
Yes.
that happens every time
Yeah, a head of state or
any
a
kind of dignitary.
yeah, yeah, a Medal of Honor winner dies, whatever.
Yeah,
A dignitary, an ambassador, whatever.
yeah,
Yeah, protocol is to put the
at
flags at
half
half
staff.
staff for 30 days.
Yeah,
Well, now we've seen that it's going to go into the 20th, right? Martin Luther King Day, which also happens to be Inauguration Day. And so that's still within that month period. So it seems like the Democrats, instead of just standing on, this is protocol, this is history, this is the way it's always done, they're kind of making, which I hope is like kind of tongue in cheek. They're like, oh, well, it may be half staff for Carter passing on, but the way we accept it and look at it is it's half staff because it's mourning for our country. Because Trump got in. And it's like, look, I don't have a dog in the fight either way, Democrat, Republican, yada, yada, this, that, whatever. But it seems a little, kind of like what the Democrats were accusing the Republicans of doing. It seems like they're doing the same exact thing that they were accusing them of. Just saying.
that's
Just
the way.
saying.
That's the way. That's the way it always happens,
Well,
and
and
it
so
happens
that's
on
the
both
thing.
sides.
Yeah, and it probably
But
has been for like decades, but
yeah,
I have been so out of the political loop. I didn't get back into it until, since I was a kid, right, with Reagan, all the way up until COVID hit. And I lost my girlfriend, I lost my job, I lost a lot of shit, at the same time during 2020, and it threw me for a loop. So I was looking for answers on the news, and that set me
yeah,
on a
you ain't gonna find it there, dude.
no, I know, but I had no other place to look. And I was so ignorant of all this political stuff. I didn't realize how dirty and mudslinging and all that stuff that it is on
It's
both
it is
sides.
on both sides.
It's
It is
on both
like I
sides.
used to
It's
watch
crazy.
Fox News, and
Uh-huh.
like again, like I told you, I'm not a Republican.
Right.
A registered independent, but
Uh-huh.
I do sort of lean Republican a
Mm-hmm.
lot, just
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
common sense issues, or whatever. However,
Oh, if you would only hold that last part of, for common sense issues, that makes you seem biased. But
I know it does. I know
not
it
to
does.
me,
But you know what? That's not
but
my
but I
fault.
get it.
That's
Yeah.
not my fault. It's the fucking Democratic Party's fault.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody had some common sense on that fucking side, I'd be okay.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I was saying Chris Cuomo.
Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
I hated him on CNN, but
Uh,
now he's got his own podcast and stuff like that.
yeah. Oh, he's
I
probably learned a
fucking,
lot.
I fucking love him.
They put him out to fucking dry,
Yes, they did.
and
Yes, they
yeah,
did.
I'm sure he's learned a lot. Yeah.
He's still a Democrat. He has no
Okay.
shame in saying that. Whatever, I
Yeah.
don't care.
Oh,
But,
he's such a
however,
big political family. Yeah.
he does a, he's fantastic.
Yeah. You remember
Um,
Mario?
huh?
Do you remember his dad Mario when he was
Yeah,
governor?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's so funny. We're so old that we remember people that are in the news today and all that stuff. We remember their parents.
Chris Sununu.
Yeah, Sununu, same thing. That's right, John.
John Sununu was the
Yeah,
Secretary of State. Was
yeah.
he Secretary?
He
Or
was
was he a
Secretary of
Treasurer? He
something.
was the. I think
No,
he
that
was a.
was Conley. I think that was Treasury.
I know Sununu
He
was
was
in.
no, he was a big deal. Yeah,
He was in the first George Bush's cabinet.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe it was Secretary of State. I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, it was big shit, whatever it was. Yeah.
But either way, I forgot my whole train of thought.
Okay. Well, good enough.
What was
Hey,
I
what is
talking
that?
about?
Boop, 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 what is
I
all that?
don't fucking know what that noise
Hey,
is.
so what is the CIA listening? The FBI? What's going on? They're tracking us.
No, you know what that is?
No, Flipper. It's a dolphin.
No, that's Morse code.
Oh, and as soon as you said it, they shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, yeah, okay.
it's from the orbs, dude.
I don't think that's Morse code because the the
That's not
the
Morse code.
difference.
I
Yeah,
just made that up.
okay. Because I was gonna say between the dashes and the dots, it doesn't sound right. It's too quick in between.
No, but what the fuck is that though?
I don't know. I think it's alien speak
That's what
between
I'm
the
saying. It's
orbs.
from the goddamn orbs.
Boom.
They've heard us talking. It's getting louder. And now it
Oh.
stopped. Yep,
And that'd be a good bragging rights, though.
that would
Yeah.
be
Most
first,
humanoids did
first,
not turn into our
first
broadcast,
first
but
contact on Eddie on everything.
yep.
Come on, come on, let's talk. Make it louder.
Look, it is getting louder.
I think they want to be on the show.
Hey, hi, how you doing? I'm Alien. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller. We've been listening to you far, far away, and we're very intrigued. Honestly, we gotta say.
We saw about 3 or 4 months ago. You started putting out something into space, and
Um, and the first
interested.
and the very first one that we heard was when we visited there in the 50s, and we abducted a lady and her husband. And so yeah, we're very interested in what you guys are saying now
Well,
because that was the very first.
I meant the show, our show.
Me too.
We were doing it in the 50s.
Wasn't it in the 50s when that couple when they got abducted by the
That was the 60s.
oh, it was the 60s.
Yeah.
Okay, faux pas.
Except,
Faux pas.
no, I meant they were listening to our show, jackass.
No,
No.
they were. No, I'm
In the
saying.
in the 60s?
Oh, no. That's when they were abducting the New Hampshire residents.
Well, yeah.
Remember we talked about it with Bonnie?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Bonnie and the adoptee was Bonnie and
No.
some
Bonnie,
other
the
guy.
the chick that
No,
lives.
I know,
Oh,
but the name of the Betty,
oh,
Betty and something.
yeah. Husband abductor.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. All right. Well, glad we had that talk. Yeah, but I'm
They were
thinking,
so good.
that's why they're still listening, and they're like with the orb shit because they heard us talking about when they were here
It,
way back when. They probably think we were around then.
it went away though.
Oh, of course it did. Because they're like, oh no, these guys are fucking idiots. No intelligent life here, sir. Beam me up.
Yeah. I'd rather talk to the politicians. Okay.
Hmm.
The hell is this?
I don't know.
Well, I can't see it, first of all.
You gotta put your reading glasses on.
Ah, shut up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's writing in like um,
Somebody's writing something that you'll be able
Middle
to see eventually.
Middle Eastern writing or something like that, but
Okay, all right.
that's all right. Okay.
Well,
I'm trying
no,
to
we're not
figure out.
interested.
No, I'm trying to figure out how to do this, and I used to know. I did it once. Why would I gotta be able to do it again? Oh, it says add effects on here. Music. Yeah, that's not what I'm going for. Hmm. Well, you know what? I'm an
What?
idiot. I'm trying to
No,
touch.
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I'm trying to touch the screen.
Yeah. Oh, it's not a touch screen.
It's not a touch screen.
Hey, I could see why you'd make that mistake.
Well, my stuff
Uh,
at work is like, oh, it's
yeah,
all on
I,
touch
I
screen.
get it. I get it.
I already have it. All right. Well, all right. I don't know who that is, but if you want to call in, I can, I can put you on. So what the hell were we talking about?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah, yeah,
know.
yeah. We went off on a little tangent,
A little bit, I guess.
but I mean, it made sense, you know. Yeah,
But I think, all right. So we have the. I don't mean to be keep beating a dead horse, but you have all those drones and orbs all over the world and all that kind of stuff.
yeah, right.
And all over the world. I mean, all over the world. They just started showing up in Denmark now.
Oh yeah, and then they're showing like some of those sightings, like they're not just uh, like a few orbs that are like floating up in the sky or
Some of
whatever,
them like
right?
20 or 30 of them in the air at one time.
Yes, and there's some that they've uh, videoed or whatever, like over the ocean and like over a field and stuff, and they're almost like in a military formation. Like there's some type of
Sort of.
yeah,
There's,
there's an intelligence behind what is
yeah,
going on.
yeah, yeah,
When they're traveling and everything,
yeah.
there's an
But it,
order to it.
but it's random because sometimes they do that,
Yeah,
fly in formation and stuff like that, and
yeah,
sometimes it's just like there'll be like 15 of them,
yeah.
and some of them are just making all these weird
S-
fucking moves that you like.
So let me ask you, on something like that, when it's a certain subject and things that are going on at the same time, if you have something that looks random and then
Mhm.
something that looks very ordered, same thing, but it's like, nah, no, there was definitely some thought behind this and that,
Yeah.
whatever. Who's to say if there's that higher level that we think that we're, observing and noticing, right? Then what's to say that other stuff that looks like it's kind of random and stuff,
Hmm.
who's to say that it's not meant to look that way?
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Like it so if there was no if there was no incident or incidents that look like they were well thought out, well executed, there was a form and a function to the way they were moving, where they were going, whatever. If you have that, how can you link something that seems totally random and stuff to the same thing? And if you do, this last part, if you do, then why wouldn't you think if there's a higher level of intelligence and randomly or seemingly randomly a lower intelligence of the same stuff going on, I think we should think that the higher stuff is going on just to be safe rather than acknowledging the what could be a lower level.
I think it's done on purpose because
Thank you. Boom.
let's okay. Wait, I don't believe this at all, actually. But let's just assume it's someone that's going to be an adversary. So
Okay.
that I don't believe that at all.
Yeah, yeah, like an interstellar, oh
Yeah,
yeah, we're gonna come and take your
but
resources, whatever. Yeah,
why would you show your hand in doing the same thing all the time? You have one formation, say, "Oh shit, that looks impressive,"
right.
but then next one you get 15. They're all flying around, going in different. It's like, wait a minute, that can't be. Well, that's not an invasion force or whatever. Just to throw you off to say, yeah, we don't. They don't know what the fuck we're gonna do.
Yeah, boom. Okay. Wow. I talked a lot to get to that same point. Yeah.
But I don't think it's adversarial at all.
Okay.
I mean, it
What
could
What do
be
you think
if we want to
another?
go out in a real limb
Uh-huh.
and go like way out there.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's different species of alien, and they do things one way and we do things the other.
Okay.
However, there were like it. You've heard this to say there's a galactic community or some shit like that. Well, what if it's one is doing this way and the other one's doing this way?
Yeah.
All have the same objective
Yeah.
to to like make us understand what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
However, they have different ways of doing it,
Yeah.
but they're
Like
all
different
doing the same thing.
languages. Yeah. Like a different language.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Yeah.
I mean, I have very weird opinions about all this kind of stuff. So most people are like, "You're a fucking idiot."
No, 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 no. Are you kidding? No, nah, I think just the opposite, honestly. You're not a
Well,
sheeple. You're not falling into the 80 some odd percent that's like, ah, just following the news. You ask
no,
critical questions. You look at the evidence. You don't go party line this way or that way.
yeah,
You're middle of the
well,
road. I think you're more sane than most people that might even be listening to us right now. Probably
yeah.
not, but the people who aren't listening to us, yeah,
They're
screw you,
completely
screw you.
insane.
You'd never get it anyway.
Those people are completely insane.
Right? Yeah.
And you know what? If you listen later on, we can say, "I told you so."
Oh yeah. I mean, and we don't want to. This gives us no joy at all. Just like telling our own kids, "I told you so." We don't. We try
Now,
to get them beforehand, and we don't want to tell them, "I
now,
told you so."
I
And
gotta,
even when we do,
I gotta be honest.
okay.
It gives me a bit of joy.
I guess it depends on the circumstance.
Because you know what? Fuck them. You know, you didn't want to listen to me in the first place, and go fuck yourself. You know,
Now
whatever.
you gonna learn today.
You don't want to hear me speaking, and fuck off.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Don't come crying to me.
But as you can see, people, we're just a shill for the corporate companies. We're saying whatever they want us to say and doing whatever they want us to do because, yeah, we're sold out. Yeah, you could tell by our
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah.
Hmm.
You can tell by
Tell
that
all your
glorious
friends.
studio too here that we're
Tell all your friends.
we're
Tune in.
sponsored by so many things, and
Yeah.
they bought this kitchen table. They put the lamp in here that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Has a nice middle though.
it
It's
looks
like a
good.
bowling alley,
It's
a
good. Did you
bowling
see the
ball.
lights dim? The
No.
lights just dim.
Oh my.
That was the worst fucking. Yeah, I
What?
tried to make it sound right.
You were you doing the old
I don't know what the fuck
Clint
I was doing.
Eastwood, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
No, no, I was trying to do the Twilight Zone thing,
Oh,
but
how
it
did
didn't.
that go?
It
Yeah,
didn't.
Rod Serling. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's it. That's it. Yeah.
Can't do the X Files thing. That's kind of hard to do with the voice.
That's something. I don't know.
It's got too many.
Yeah, it's too techno.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to. Yeah, yeah. Can't be. I mean,
But I can't do the
the guy from the
tone.
Police Academy movies could probably do it. But
Oh yeah, Michael something or other.
Michael was not Michael Fassbender, was it?
No, no, that's a white guy, English guy.
Uh,
But it's Winslow. Yes, thank
Michael
you,
Winslow.
Michael
Yeah,
Winslow. Yeah.
that guy used to irritate the piss out of me, man.
What did he grow on you towards the end or what?
Not really.
Okay.
No. I mean, some of the stuff was up, but they beat it to death. Absolutely beat it to fucking death in that movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
So,
I'll tell you one thing I heard on social media that he did that I thought was good was he did Whole Lot of Love, Led Zeppelin.
oh yeah, I've heard him do that.
Yeah,
Which
that was pretty good. Boom, boom, boom,
it
boom,
was very
boom.
good. It
Yeah.
was very good. But in those movies,
Oh yeah, it was way over the top.
yeah, and they just kept going to it, and going to it, going to it, and
Yeah,
going to it, going to it.
yeah. Well,
Now,
I mean,
nobody's
look at
ever
the
heard
other
somebody.
guys. Look at the other guys they had that were acting. I mean, it wasn't going to get an Oscar
Well, no,
or an Academy
obviously,
Award.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
uh, hey, booger.
yeah. I don't think Jeff Goldblum was getting an Oscar for that.
Mm-mm.
Not Jeff Goldblum. What the hell's that guy's name? Jeff
Uh,
Guttenberg.
oh, Gutenberg,
Gutenberg.
yes, and
Gutenberg.
and
Guttenberg.
and he
Whatever the
was
fuck
with
his name is.
he was at the chick.
He was the
She was
chick
in no, 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 no. The remember Lassie? Arroo, that he was screwing. She was the one that was in
in
the
Porky's.
no, 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 oh,
Yes, the
Porky's.
Lassie thing you're talking about was Porky's.
Oh, am I getting those two mixed up? I guess
I believe
so.
you were. I'm talking about Police Academy.
No, I know. Yeah, the Gutenberg and all that. Yeah, I was getting them mixed up. I'm sorry. Yeah, I forget what that chick's name was. What was it?
I have no idea.
Um,
I do know what you're talking about, though. She was
yeah,
hauling.
she was in
She was
Sex in the City. She was the older.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
No, the other one that was older,
Oh, the
and
older.
and she was
Yeah,
like
I
more
never really watched that, but I know who you're talking about.
promiscuous.
I know you.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's the
that
one that played Lassie. That was her first role.
wasn't she. Is she the one that does the Discover Card commercials now?
Maybe,
Like I double everything. I double this. I double that. I double this. I don't.
maybe. I don't know.
I don't know really. I never really watched Sex and the City that much,
All
but I
right, let
do
me.
kind of
I'll
know
look
what
it
you're
up so I
talking
can
about.
see her name. I want to say Kate Capshaw,
Poulin?
which I know it's not.
Poulin? Sarah? No, not
No,
Sarah Poulin.
that's him.
No,
Well,
Sarah Poulin. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. The former governor of Alaska.
Alaska. Yeah, exactly.
Although,
Oh, dude, can you imagine? Like, remember how you were talking about the ratio between males and females? it is
Hmm.
so bad up in Alaska. I think it's like 12 to 1 males to female. Dude, there must have been people like parked on her lawn, even though she was
Yeah.
married and stuff. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
probably like one of her and her daughter were like
Well, no wonder there's
some
so
of the
much.
best
No wonder
looking
there's so
chicks.
much fighting and violence and all that kind of stuff that goes on. Alaska has a humongous murder rate,
Oh
and
yeah, because everybody going up from the
is
lower
vying
48.
for
Oh, the
yeah,
women too. Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
What a shit show. Why would somebody even move there?
well, to get away from the
Although they
law.
do pay you to move there.
Well, they don't pay you to move there. It's like once you're a resident, you might get between 16 and 2,500 a year from the oil companies, but I mean that's pretty much about it, you
Well,
know. And that don't
it's
that
twenty
don't
five
go
hundred bucks a
far.
year.
Dude, that doesn't even cover a round way trip with a puddle jumper, going from your village. No,
Dude, but
seriously, to
dude,
get supplies.
there's some places in Alaska where you don't have to take a plane to go somewhere.
Yeah, but it's less
Juneau.
than half. Yeah, Juneau, Anchorage, there's a couple other places.
You know what fucking used to
Ketchikan.
annoy the piss out of me
What?
is when people go, Juneau, the capital of Alaska. Juneau, you're the capital of Alaska.
Oh,
Like
that was
asking
the
you a
thing.
question
Yeah, but it's
because it's
actually
fucking Juneau.
yeah.
Oh, that used to piss me off.
Oh wow. Okay.
I get irritated easily.
Yeah. What grinds your gears, Eddie? Oh, I can't find what I was looking for. Kim Cattrall.
Kim Cattrall.
Thank you. I didn't even have to find it.
Wait a minute.
Kim Cattrall.
Was
She
she?
was Lassie.
Was she? No,
And
she
then
couldn't have been.
she was in Sex in the City. Like those are the two big things. But
She
she's been in
wasn't.
some other shit along the
Sound-
way.
Um, who's
What?
the guy from Soundgarden?
Soundgarden?
Yes,
I
the
don't
guy
know
that
that.
died. Everybody said he was this great singer. He was okay. Chris
Great singer.
Chris
Huh.
Cortell. Chris,
Oh, it's like similar to her name?
you have no idea who I'm talking about.
No. Was it
Oh no,
recent?
actually, Chris. What was his name? If there's anybody listening, you can probably tell me. Um, but it sounded like similar to the last name.
To
Wait a minute.
Cottrell?
Yeah, but I'm thinking it can't be because
Uh,
that was a long time before Soundgarden even came out. So
oh, okay.
I'm just fucking
All
having
right.
a brain melt or
Maybe
something.
she had a son. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
could be.
could be. We can't thank you guys enough for tuning in. Oh, it's been great. Hey, guy, all right, settle down. Settle down, okay? We'll take you one at a time. All right?
Now there is one.
Who is it?
I don't know. It says there's one. Can't. I keep doing this. I keep thinking I got a picture of fucking them. My God, I'm a
But it's
moron.
not happening.
Huh?
You can't get them on the air.
No, I think I can.
Okay?
Now that I'm
Yeah.
realizing it's not a touchscreen.
Yeah. Go ahead, try it. We'll see if we can hear them. That'd be cool. It'd be a first for me. It's not the first for you, but it's first for me. Ugh.
Believe me, it'd be better than my first one. Hmm, let's try it.
All right, while we're waiting, folks, for you local folks, want to let you know that the Tamworth
Yeah, there
Farmers
you go.
Market is still going on Saturdays, even though it's winter. They still have some folks. They're not meeting at the church on the corner, but they're down that side road, and you go a little bit. You'll see it. It's kind of like the city building or whatever, and in the back of that. They're meeting between 10 and noon. I think
Yeah,
the
so
mushroom people are meeting there, and there's a few other folks that have been there. So just to let you know, for you local folks, there still is a farmer's market going on in Tamworth.
and just so you know, the fire department is right down the street. So if you just might happen to have someone have to come to your home to install a fire alarm, maybe put a car seat in your car, they're more than willing to do it.
Oh my
And it will
gosh.
not cost you anything.
Same thing with carbon monoxide. Same thing with carbon monoxide.
Well, yes, but let's hope that you're not dead before we get there.
True. True. Odorless, tasteless, silent killer.
That's true. It's almost like silent thunder.
Mhm. Silent but deadly. Oh no, that's the fart I just did. Hey, these are jokes.
Now,
These are jokes,
in,
folks. They're all folks.
in,
They're all jokes.
in uncomfortable, just go there.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna actually know what I'm gonna do.
What?
I'm gonna switch this, and we're gonna put on a nice
Soundtrack?
slow jazz
Okay, yeah, a soundtrack.
soundtrack.
Or it'll be like the one that comes on when there's an emergency on network TV, and then they put the screen and it says, "Ooh, we'll be right back." We'll probably have something similar to that for us.
No,
For this, no?
this is no.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
if you want to put an alarm on there,
Well, I mean, we could, I guess. I don't know. Hey, for real though.
I
For
mean,
real.
I don't know.
Hey.
There's some stranger crawling in your house, banging your daughter. I'm sorry, but that would give you the alarm.
For real though.
Well, we do have 11 followers. Nobody is freaking calling in.
They
And
don't
these are new
dare.
followers.
They don't dare, and I don't blame them.
Come on, somebody, step up here. Nobody's gonna.
It's all right. It's all right. Yeah.
Whatever. It's amazing how much noise that makes when these things are everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what now?
Uh,
Think so?
yeah, I don't think.
All right,
Just fun.
all right. So,
We're starting out slow in 2025. We're just trying to build the buzz.
well, I think we started out good.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't say it wasn't good. Just saying slow.
But,
That's all.
the end of it's kind of like dragging.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put this puppy to rest.
We are gonna, yeah. I don't know. He likes some other shit as he walks away.
Okay, okay.
I think it's kind of dementia or something. I don't fucking know. All right. So, yeah, we're probably gonna
See you next week, folks.
we're gonna end this thing right now, and
See you next week,
what
folks.
happens. I think Joe Rogan's on the phone calling me. So, yeah.
Was that Obama?
Huh? Obama?
The second line.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
The 3-line friggin' telephone you got on your desk.
Obama's on the football field.
No, second line calling in.
Oh. Oh.
Well,
Oh.
it's red. I just, all right. We'll see you next week, folks.
Yes. We will. Are you sure? Yes, yes.